Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome to Chapter 3, The Suspicious Peddler of Let's Play Mother 3. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you viewers. This is overwhelmingly my least favorite chapter in the game. Oh, it's certainly one of the more important chapters in terms of plot and story development, but in terms of gameplay, oh god. Yikes. So basically, we're a monkey, and our girlfriend, mate? Is being held hostage, and we're being forced to do something or other. Ooh, now that's just not good. As I put in the disclaimer at the beginning of this episode, viewers, there's a lot of admittedly cartoonish but still animal abuse in this chapter. Just warning you. How are we supposed to tell you our name? Whatever. Anyway, this monkey, his name is Salsa. Which, from what I hear in Japan, is supposed to be a pun on the fact that it's like at least part of his name is like the same word for monkey in Japanese or something like that. Whatever. We're buddies! You know, the kind of buddies that sometimes electrocutes one another. Except, not... it's one side... whatever. I would say no, but I have a feeling that's just gonna get me shocked. Man, this facade guy is an asshole. Anyway, whenever he does something like that, where he gestures towards a direction, push that direction on the D-pad within a few seconds, or he'll shock you. Now we press the other direction. Now we press down. And then up to backflip. Ugh. Poor Salsa. Well, screw you too, dude! Jeez, what's wrong with these people? And let me guess, now he's gonna electrocute me for lying down on the job or something. Or crying, I guess. Jeez. And I guess Facade joined our party. Yay. If you try to go here, yeah, there's nothing beyond there but sand, sand, and more sand. This is a one-time area, so any treasure you need to come across, get it now, because you will never be able to come back here. Now, as you may notice, Salsa's level 1. Yep. As a matter of fact, beyond just being level 1, Salsa is, by far, the single weakest party member in the game. And no, I'm not kidding either. So, basically, the way this chapter is gonna work is, in order to actually make it to the white building that Facade was talking about, we're gonna need to level grind. A lot. So, yeah. I really, 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 really don't like how this chapter is going to work out, but unfortunately, we honestly don't have that much of a choice, because if we tried to do anything, we're gonna get steamrolled, flattened, and tossed aside like trash, basically. Anyway, as for his skills, apologize can sometimes stop an enemy, same as make laugh, and dance. Dance, I think, is like basically random stuff, essentially. Kind of like Prey from Earthbound, but I guess I never talked about that because that Let's Play got cancelled. Monkey Mimic is the only ability that's actually worth a damn in that it copies exactly the last attack an enemy used. So, as long as you get attacked. It's basically a counterattack, but it doesn't work on like status stuff. Ooh, no. There we go. Had my buttons mixed up. Anyway, if you go over here, you'll see cold clean water here. If you drink out of this, it'll be a full HP and MP, or, well, actually you don't have any PP. It'll be a full HP restoration. On top of that, this guy is Wansum Dung. He's a dung beetle without dung. Basically, this guy is here to help you get some early experience. I'll show you how you're supposed to do that. By fighting this guy. A dung beetle. This is about the best enemy you could fight against when you're still level 1 here. Everything else will probably paste you. Fortunately, Facade's actually pretty strong, or at the very least a lot stronger than Salsa. His usefulness is not as great as Facade's, or not Facade, as Wes's, but it's still at least somewhat useful. Anyway, you collect some dung from a dung beetle, and you give it to Wansum Dung, and he'll give you 5 experience points. I don't think it's exactly 5 every time, I think it varies from like dung to dung. But yeah, this is basically how you're supposed to get the first like 4 or 5 levels off of him. So anyway, yeah, sorry about that little cut there, I just had to look a few things up. So anyway, yeah, that's the white building, but there's like a boss sitting right in front of it that we won't be able to get past unless we level grind for a little while. So, for right now, for the first few levels, the dung is a pretty good way to go. It'll give you either 5 or 10 experience points per dung, as well as the 2 experience points you get per dung beetle. So, that could come in handy. You probably actually want to get more than just like 1 piece and then bring it to him, but I'm doing this to, basically just to set an example. Let's see. There are a couple more items we can actually collect in this area. I want to go around and collect a few, items. There's a running bomb in there we want to save for later. Ooh, crap. Got another new enemy here, a sand lizard. Let's see. These guys you could probably just have Facade take out, to be honest. If you don't feel like attacking, just guard. Facade could probably solo most of these enemies, to be honest. There we go. Try and conserve your healing items as much as possible. It may not be entirely feasible. Ew. But it's still a better idea to keep them around for boss fights, basically. I appreciate the fact that they're trying to do something new with this chapter, but I don't appreciate the fact that they have to give us the absolute most piece of crap party member in the game to do it with. Anyway, in this treasure box, we've got a luxury banana! That heals 120 HP in battle, which is way more than we need. But Facade's going to steal it from us, so yeah. Not only that, but he's also going to eat it directly in front of our faces. I guess I can show this off, but I apologize to Salsa in advance for what I'm about to do. If you run on top of the banana peel, you slip and fall. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's kind of funny. I was half expecting to get shocked from that, but I guess not. Let's see. Okay, those guys are a little bit tricky. See if I can't avoid them. Grab this treasure! Bug spray! Hold on to that for a little bit later. And let's go back to the north. So basically, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be training up against the sand lizards and the dung beetles for a while, then I'll move on south and train against those flying enemies. They're called Saharas, I think they're called. Yeah, and I'll train against those. There's a pseudo-boss fight, a mini-boss if you will, that's in that general area that I'll be taking on later on. But for right now, I just want to have Facade deal with things, and I want to level up. I would highly recommend getting to at least level 10. I would also really recommend going about to level 12, though. It ends up being better for you, honestly. Yeah. So, I would recommend just sitting here, grinding up for a few, hours. And, yeah. So, in any case, I will, do all of this level grinding stuff off screen, get as much experience points as I possibly can, and when I get to about level 12 or so, I will meet you back here to move on with this place. Okay, 1 hour later, I am finally at about level 10. I think I've had enough for level grinding right now. Oh my god, this chapter. Oh, okay, I don't know why you felt that necessary. But anyway, over here we've got a great antlion. I fought a whole bunch of these while I was level grinding. Basically, the strat you want to do is either just have also try to monkey trick it to sleep, or just guard, or alternatively, spray some bug spray. And we get a flea charm off of him. Wouldn't it be an antlion charm instead of a flea? Well, never mind. Anyway, for saving this save frog, we get to save. I don't know what you expected, viewers. But yeah, after all that level grinding, I could use a good save. Let's equip that flea charm. Now, once you make it to about level 10 or so, you should be pretty good to go when it comes to the boss here. I would say maybe get a little bit up more for, you know, stuff. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, you could level up a little bit more, but I think level 10 should be more than enough, honestly. Plus, at this point, I'm tired of hearing this music going on over and over again in the background. Okay, well. Yeah, if you, for some reason, don't have as much food as I have, you might want to go back, fight a few of those sand lizards for some nut breads, and then come back here. Basically, the way this next boss fight's going to work is that we're just going to outlast it while Facade beats it to death. So. Won't I die if I lose? Well, whatever. It's boss time against the Cactus Wolf. Basically, what we're going to be doing here is ignoring the fact that this guy's got a cactus on his head and just guard. I mean, if you really want to, you could try and turn his cactus headbutt back at him with Monkey Mimic. But honestly, you should just guard. You're not going to do all that much damage with Monkey Mimic in the first place, and honestly, Facade's basically going to be doing all your damage for you. Heal up when Salsa gets down to like 30 HP, maybe even less. And other than that, you're pretty much just going to be just sitting here. Just wait for Facade to knock this guy down. He says we have to defeat it, but, you know, actually he's the only one doing all the work. Oops. Let's see. You could also throw bombs at it if you want to, but I'd like to save those bombs for a little bit later. You don't have to save the bombs for later. I just want to. Right, well, I guess we'll just keep on going. How many bombs do I have anyway? I've got a running bomb. Well, that took care of it. Alright, we got the cactus wolf. Now, I'll just warn you right now, once you step into this white building here, you can never ever return to the Desert of Death. Not that there's anything really important here in the desert that you will need for later in the game, but just a fair warning, you won't be coming back here ever again, so just so you know. Well, anyway, let's just keep on moving. Bug spray. But like I showed off in that antlion fight, bug spray is really good at taking care of enemies like this guy, the violent roach. How much bug spray do I even have? I'm not particularly keen on keeping this stuff around, so... Because as you might imagine, bug spray only really works on bugs, so it's not that great. Let's see, we've got a blue chest over here, which has a map of the underground. Not that there's all that much interesting about the underground, it's literally a straight line. But, you know, it's there. It looks like a pork bean. Well, actually, it looks like some sort of spaceship. In the blink of an wee-hee-hee. Oh, I already mentioned that before. Anyway, we've got some beef jerky in that chest. An ancient banana in that chest. I don't think they're as good as the banana we found in the desert, but whatever. We get an instant revitalizing device over here that we can use to fully heal up, and a save point. But what does Facade want us to do in Tazmily Village anyway? You'll just have to find out next time on Let's Play Mother 3. See you guys then!